All right, time for a look back at this day in history. 11 years ago, that was the day Blockbuster Video began to dim its neon lights. It was the end of a 28-year run for the video rental retailer, a run that began with a single store in Dallas, Texas in October 1985. It laid the foundation of a corporate superstore concept for a video rental industry that was highly fragmented and highly local. Blockbuster, it was a wild success, but within 20 years, the company's growth would peak with roughly 9,000 stores at the end of 2004, a number that plunged by more than half by the beginning of 2010 as the streaming model pioneered by Netflix finally took hold. By the end of 2010, Blockbuster had entered Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, and by 2013, announced it was closing its remaining corporate-owned stores. And that brings us to our question for this day in history. November 11, 2013, that was the day Blockbuster announced it had rented its last movie ever, just a couple of days prior, to a customer out in Hawaii. And what was that final movie? Well, a fitting, if not ironic, apocalyptic comedy starring Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill called The End. This is the End. Even more ironic is that, well, more than a decade after Blockbuster threw in the towel, the company most responsible for its demise, Netflix, is now getting into the brick and mortar game itself. While it doesn't plan to rent movies, the stores will let fans immerse themselves in their favorite Netflix shows, shop for branded merchandise, and eat TV-themed food. The first two locations, they're set to open in 2025 at the King of Prussia Mall in Pennsylvania and Galleria Dallas in Texas. Swanky. And while Blockbuster, the company, technically no longer exists, there is still one remaining store left that you can visit if you so choose. You can find it right there at the intersection of US Route 20 and Revere Avenue in Bend, Oregon. Now, it's a franchise location that still has the legal right to use the company's name and color scheme, though it gets no other support when it comes to marketing, inventory, etc. Still, being the last Blockbuster standing definitely has its perks. The store, which opened back in 1992, has around 4,000 paying members and has become a tourist mecca for nostalgic movie fans.